Yo, what's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the Space Between Ideas on this New Year's Day. And I'm happy that you're here to join me. We got lots of exciting news and we got lots of fun. So why not join us here between ideas? Oh, good. The audio's working. All right, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to share my screen, the entire screen, and you'll see lots of crazy things happening, actually. For example, you're going to see that I actually have what's happening? Why isn't it doing it? It should be bumping, jumping into the. Didn't work. Okay, let's try one more time. Entire screen. Share. No. Okay. All right. Well, we could try sharing the window. Okay, that worked. So now I'm gonna start and try sharing the whole screen again. Mm, didn't work. How are we gonna do this? If it doesn't work, if I can't share my whole screen, then it's kind of an issue. I'm gonna refresh the screen, see what happens. Oh, did that actually work? It's crazy. I just refreshed the screen, and then it asked me if I wanted to reconnect, but it's still not sharing my whole screen. All right. Well, we're not going to be able to share the whole thing today. So maybe we'll just try to do a little more focused effort. Okay. Let me turn the audio off over here. To, let's see if we can get this done. All right. So I spent a little bit of time just kind of trying to figure things out. And how are we going to do this? Let's move this. Let's move this. Okay. There we go. All right. So now you can see that view. This is the windsurf architect. The windsurf architect, at the end of the day, and in fact, the windsurf architect, the windsurf and the Google 3.0, they did a better job in general compared to um, anti-gravity. It was able to connect to the API a little bit quicker. It was able to kind of debug it, but I would say it's kind of a toss-up because the thing is that what I actually did was I went to regular Googly Goo and I put the current free Gemini API models I can use and their rate limits. So that opened up to this Gemini API. It says use this with live API, and then I click this button for a markdown file, which gave me this. And then there's another one, models. I asked that one to be also a markdown file, which gave me, I don't know, maybe it was this one. And then there was actually a third one. I can't remember which one it was now. Anyways, I'm just going to delete these. My expectation was that this was going to work because I figured it was going to like explain exactly which model, what's the name of the model, and which models are we now using. So there you go. And the thing is that I need this thing to work for like anybody who wants to use the website. They should be able to like I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, now this is the anti-gravity Qubit Connect. There are more commits. There are a few more commits because it took longer for the anti-gravity, which I think is crazy because I'm using Google Gemini 3 Pro and I'm using Google anti-gravity, and they couldn't figure out which model to use for the API. I had to like do the research myself and then come back with the information. I just thought that was a little bit annoying, surprising. I don't know. Here's the moment of truth. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this API key, and let's jump over to. I wonder if I can share the screen. I wonder if I can share another. No, I have to edit. Edit? Maybe edit? No. All right, and then I'm gonna try sharing the whole screen again. I prefer if we just share the whole screen, which is all right. Did it? Awesome. Now let's just jump in, make sure we're getting the whole screen. Awesome. Okay, it worked. All right. All right. So here's you can see it. This one says Qubit Connect. This one is the anti-qubit. And then this is the Qubit Connect, which is the windsurf version. And for some reason, it created like a white version and a dark version. So anti-gravity created a dark version. And how are we going to do this? There we go. Good. So if we put in the API key, then we can save the key. There, it takes us into Qubit Connect MVP. And then in this one, same thing. We put in the same API key, push connect, and then boom. All right, so what's the difference here? This one says new project, reset all. This one says video file, transcripts of the file, and then start the analysis, upload a video, and transcript to begin. This one says Qubit Connect, AI-powered video documentation. Select your screen recording and transcript to begin. So select your MP4 or WebM. Select your transcript, start analysis. So it's basically the same. Now, this one has a restore button. I'm not really sure why, but it brings up my downloads. And then you're going to click, what am I going to click? None of these actually, none of these files, here's an MP, this is an M4A. So none of these files are uploadable. So I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be uploading. And then if we click disconnect the key, then it's going to take you back to the first page and reset all. All right, so we got the API key working. Now the next question is, like, do you remember what this whole thing was about? So what this thing was about is I wanted to be able to like when I see like an Instagram page post that I think is interesting, I built 3 apps. So two of them try to start all over again with each other. Here's the best app idea. Find the best one. All right, so this is an example of like this is a video which has like a very good structure. And copy that link. We can write download Instagram post for free. Now, of course, I can add all these features to my tool, but like, I mean, like I believe in automation, yes, but when we start, I feel like probably it's better if we have a few more manual steps because we don't want to have to solve everything all at the same time. All right, so this one's being downloaded. Now let's just take a look at a second video. What's this one? AI font pairing tool. I mean, this could be interesting. What else we got? Yeah. This one I didn't really understand. This one we looked at. Allah Aleph. Allah Aleph. I don't know. I don't see anything. I just don't remember which specific post I was. All right, how about this dude? This dude's pretty intense. If you want to scrape data from the entire internet, check out Appify. Go to good. All right, I like that. It's perfect. So it's like he's telling you all these different things. Copy the link. All right, let's see what we got here. Here's my video. Here it is. We got MP4. I'm going to stick that right there. And I'm going to do one more. Download this one. All right, now while we're waiting, let's open up our Mac Whisper. So Mac Whisper is the tool. Remind me later. Skip this version. Download that. Maybe there's too many things happening at the same time. 2026. I want to get a new computer this year. Last time I bought a MacBook, I had used the old MacBook for 10 years. This time I used it for 6 years. But the thing is that, like, I feel like we're just like, you know, this one is I used to have a Pro. This one is a, what's it called? A light or an air? Air. It's called an air. I just feel like the air, it's just not quite as powerful. And especially now that things are changing so quickly. All right. So here's Mac Whisper. I have no idea what language that is. It thinks it's, wow, that's really crazy. It's upside down, not backwards. Okay. Anyways, so what this thing is, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna just you're gonna take. I don't even think it has to be on the home page. Exactly. It can just be on any page you want. So Mac Whisper is just a crazy thing because all you have to do is take any video or audio file, drag it onto the screen. There you go. It gives you the transcript. It's amazing. I have built 3 apps and sold 2 of them, and if I had to start over again from scratch with this $0, this is exactly how I would find the best app idea. First of all, your app needs to solve this pain problem. If your app solves a problem for people, everything else will become easier. The marketing becomes easier. People are more willing to pay for your product. Step number 2, go to Sensor Tower, look at the other apps in your niche. It's a good sign if there's competition in your space and making money because of this. You will too. Step 3, this is the hidden cheat code, but you can go to sites like Acquire or Flippa and search apps that are currently for sale. They'll tell you how much money they're making and how much they're asking for. Option number 4, you can go to Reddit and find problems that people are experiencing in these deep subreddits. Reddit is also a great place to marketing tool. If there's a post that has a lot of upvotes, it's probably a pretty widespread problem that you can solve with your app. I dropped a full YouTube video on exactly how I would invalidate app ideas. So if you want that video, comment the word idea and I'll send it over. Good. So we can copy that. Do we copy it or download it? Excuse me. I don't know how to download it. Maybe I should stop eating. Oh. All right. What are we trying to do here? Okay. So click this one. So what does it want? It wants a VTT, select transcript. And what about this one? A VTT or SRT? Need a VTT or an SRT? Aha, VTT. No, I don't want it. Let's put her in the downloads. Here we are. It's dude on chair. Download save. All right. Here's the second one. Okay, we don't need this to be. We have one we can test. It's on my desktop. I have no idea what's going on, in fact. Okay. No errors. So we're going to take a screenshot of this. And then we're going to okay, I uploaded a video, and that's the first screenshot, and I got this message on the screen. I uploaded the first video and the video preview doesn't appear to be working. I'll now upload the transcript. Dude on chair. Okay. This happens all the time. It just freaks out. It just stops working. All right, so what's going on here? Identify pair point qubit extract tasks, loading, research a niche, explore apps for sale, find a problem on Reddit, comment app idea video. Inspect the console after clicking the Analyze button. I'm not going to be able to get all those screenshots in here. Error about video load time. Okay, so which says what? It says that the windsurf had some problems. Now let's come back to anti-gravity. All right, let's get those transcripts loaded up. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. Okay, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. What is this? It's a JSON file. What am I supposed to do with a JSON file? All right, I'm just clicking this thing. It doesn't. Nothing happens. Click qubit. 4 steps generated. Whoa. Okay, so Google did a way better job. Brainstorm potential problems. Filter the prioritize based on impact. Gather data. That's pretty crazy. Identify key competitors using sensor data. Analyze competitor app performance and market research. Examine competitor user acquisition and advertising strategies. Evaluate competitor app features, pricing, and other user reviews. It cut the file into sections, and the qubit button seems to be working to some extent. It creates 4 steps for the above idea, but it outputs a JSON file, and I don't know how that is useful for any normal person using the internet. There you go. That's pretty crazy. Wow. I was just expecting everything just to, like, this is what I was expecting. I was just expecting it just wouldn't work. All right, so what are we gonna do now? I don't even know. Who is that architect? Okay, I'm a little bit curious to see what this guy has to say. Did a break. If you see screenshots in your feed, you can ignore this. It was just a friendly warning. Next step, turn data into a product. To make this useful for normal people, we need to convert the raw data into a beautiful standard operating procedure. Okay. Not really. I mean, yes, no. I don't know. Maybe. Let's put this on hold just for a second. Let me check to see if we're still... Are we still visible? Oh, yeah, we got to download this one. It's weird. Oh, that's actually the dude on the chair. Weird dude. Actually, no, I think it's just a weird dude. I got that mixed up. Okay, anyways, let's go to the home screen. Let's get out of Whisper. Let's make sure that our this screen, is this screen still working? I don't know. Oh, it looks like, oh yeah, it looks like it's working. Good. Okay, good. All right, I'm a little bit kind of like anxious. All right, let's get back to the kind of like the foundation of things. Foundation. Okay, so I got tons of credits. I haven't posted, and watch this. Let's say we click this. We go to Notebook LM. And then we're gonna create a new one. And then we're gonna upload a file. It's gonna be the dude on the chair. Here it is, weird dude on the chair. Okay, we can't upload that. Okay, that's all right. Recent. Let's do there. And then we'll jump back into Mac Whisper. Go into, what is it, AQ. I built this one. Copy. All right, so this is the interesting thing, I think, about, let's add another source. Paste. Go to Studio. We're going to click infographic. And then go to chat. And we'll say, like, give me the main tasks. And then break down each task into subtasks, into steps, into the steps, you think I need to take to complete each step. Then take a screenshot of the video file, which represents each of the main tasks. Provide the tasks and steps for each task, as well as the images. All right, what do you think? Is it going to do it? So what it needs to do is it needs to open up the video and the transcript. And then it's going to go through the transcript. I cannot take screenshots and extract the images. Focus on, do not look for cool ideas, look for struggles. If your app solves a genuine problem, something else becomes easier, particularly marketing. Task 1 is identify a pain point. Step 2, access willingness to pay. Task 2, analyze competition via Sensor Tower. Step 1, visit Sensor Tower, look for revenue, validate financials. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I mean, really, I was just trying to waste everybody's time because this is what I really wanted to do. There you go. Like, look at that. You see? So it's like solve the pain problem. Research competitor Sensor Tower. Use market like acquire and flip out the cheat code reverse, and then mine Reddit for user problems. Exactly. Good. So this is like, okay, so I download this from Notebook LM. The question is, can Gemini do this directly? See, what I'm thinking about right now is this. See, create a prompt inside of Google Gemini to take the transcript from the video and turn it into the Qubit Connect spreadsheet with 4. And I don't know if it did that. Let's try this. So let's go back into the Google Notebook LM. Chat. And then I'm going to go into Gemini. And then I'm going to put this one in here. It's going to take all day. And then I'm going to do it on chair. Put in the prompt. Now, I don't know what it is actually. Is it deep research? Is it Canvas? Canvas probably. See, the issue is like if it can actually do this, then why am I building this whole project when I can just use Google Gemini and then it can actually like provide the entire like the output that I'm looking for. I cannot extract save images files directly from your video or your computer. I have provided visual. Okay. Exactly. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind. It's just I was just trying to figure out. I mean, the thing is that like probably at some point Gemini will be able to do that. So it's like not so. This isn't really long term. Like this is a time sensitive issue, which is fine. I don't mind having a time sensitive issue because the thing is, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a waitlist page. And I was thinking about how you define the message, like who's your target audience, and how do you set up the questions and things like that. And what I realized is actually what like this little thing here. This is actually the little widget that I want to have. I want to turn this into my waitlist page. So this is the waitlist page. It has like some functionality, and then I'm going to be using LinkedIn and Reddit. And I'm going to be saying, hey, look, so here's the Instagram post, and then I turn the Instagram post into like some kind of output. And then so if you like this, like you can watch the video really quickly. If you're interested in the video, then um here's the breaking it down into an actual recipe. And then people will be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then I'm gonna like the next tool I'm gonna build is like, well, I don't know if I need a tool. I can just go into the search. Yeah, it'll be better if I build a tool because I need a tool that can do some scraping. I'm just gonna scrape Reddit for some issues. So what I'm gonna try to do is I want to be able to I want to have a tool that can like whenever I find like a video that I like a topic on Instagram that I'm interested in, then I'm gonna plug it into this machine, and then it's gonna produce this document. And then after I produce this document, then I want to plug this document into another machine. That machine is going to scrape Reddit and LinkedIn for people who have created posts about the topic, and then I'll be able to say, hey, look, I found a Instagram post about that, and like here's the recipe for how to do it. Boom, that's it. So I'm just going to be solving. I want to have like a tool that takes topics I'm interested in, turns it into a recipe, and then takes the recipe and it finds people who are asking this question on Reddit and LinkedIn, and then provides them with that information. And then what happens is that these people are then gonna they're gonna be like, well, how did you do that? Like, how did you like create that? And then I'll say, well, I just like there's this one website. It's called Qubit Connect, and you can just you just pop in your own Instagram video and a transcript, and then it'll give you this document. And then they'll be like, oh, cool. And then so then they go to the website, and then they're gonna see like enter your email to join the waitlist for Qubit Connect, the app. Then while you're waiting for the app, you can use this anytime you have an Instagram post that you're interested in. And then what's gonna happen, hopefully, is that it creates. I'll show you what I hope it creates. Let's jump into Miro. Miro is still working. So maybe I talked to probably talk. Yeah, here it is exactly. So this is the mark about this thing called a business growth horizontal. And then so what happens here is so Notion. I'm talking about Notion. So Notion started out by like doing like blog content SEO, and then what happened was they got people to sign up to the on their page to their like their wait list or whatever. And then they have this email nurturing that sends people to their free product trial. Also, if you sign up, you can also have the free product trial. And eventually, you have like team block limits or AI trial limits, and then that takes you to the paid version. Anyways, they have this concept where you have like this loop, which means what? So other people are creating templates. So you can see it doesn't matter if we're talking about the community forum or the SEO content. So it goes back to the beginning. In the community platform, so people are posting on Reddit and Discord about like templates. You just see like how-to videos, and the templates are ranking on Google. So all of these are like things that people are looking for. They're like, how can I solve this problem? And then Notion has this whole community of people who are providing the answer to that question. All right, so what am I doing here? So what I'm saying is that so Notion is actually providing you like with some dashboards. This is dashboard heaven. It provides you with dashboards where you can make your workflow into some kind of process. Now, I'm not doing the same thing. I'm basically, but it is similar, right? So what I'm doing is like I'm saying that there's a lot of good people on Instagram who are providing value content. In fact, I'm just going to delete a lot of this stuff because we've already talked about these people. Oh yeah, I want to keep that up there because I want to add an Instagram timer to my waitlist page. All right. All right, so now we got a new one. Edward Builds. Edward Builds is a dude with however many are we up to? We're not quite there yet, but we're gonna get there where we are gonna be like um a little bit of anxiety. Let's check this. Love videos. Hard reset. Your previous work was saved, but the video needs to be reselected. Please upload the same video to continue. Work. Oh, it does work. Oh yeah. All right. I think it's gonna work. You see, I need a new computer. I mean, what do I do with this? I can't. I can't be doing some. How do I make a YouTube video when I'm eating sunflower seeds and waiting for videos to upload? Anyways, what else can we do while we're waiting? So this seems to be okay. Well, we can watch a. No, we're not doing SEO right now. What about the next video? Daily prompter. Exactly. You see, this dude has 568,000 followers. And all he's doing is he's basically just telling people like how do you prompt AI. And that's interesting. So the question is like, so I just talked to you about this idea where I'm going to be posting on LinkedIn and Reddit and finding problems that people asked about and then uploading this content. Am I then going to upload the content to Instagram myself? So I create a Qubit Connect and then I put the thing and it says that you can turn any Instagram video into a recipe. And then people are going to click, yeah, and then people will click it to like join. I like it. It's a good idea. All right, that's taking way too long. What the heck is this? Desktop. Whoa. Video preview is working. That's insane. Uh-oh. Windsurf just freaking moved ahead with an image. Image is garbage. But definitely got the images. Now we're going to click the Cubit button didn't work. All right, so in general, I would say that thus far, there's some elements that I like about the windsurf project. There are some elements that I like about the how do I download this? Okay. Nice. I like it a lot, actually. This is awesome. All right. I think I need a break, man. The thing is, like, I was looking at my YouTube playlist, and I just mentioned it's like 100 hours, 2 hours a day, 100 hours this year. And I was like, is that working on this project or is that YouTube videos? Anyway, so we got some work to do with him. We got some work to do with him. Yeah, everybody's got some work to do. And it's New Year's Day, so I think we're just gonna end the video here. And but that's crazy. So we got some first steps. Definitely got some interesting first steps. And we have just close these out. And we have some we're well on the way for being able to start posting and creating a waitlist page. So it looks like 2026 is going to be a pretty exciting year. So we'll talk to you later, folks. Bye bye.